Good morning, my ninjas. How are y'all today? Glad y'all can make it for this adventure. Um, you know, I was out there last weekend. They didn't touch the bucket. They didn't. It was exactly how I left it, and it really bothers me when I know they didn't get their goodies. It's not that I think they're dependent on it, but I think they enjoy it and they look forward to it. What didn't cross my mind, and I know all of this, and it never even crossed my mind at the time last weekend. You all made very valid comments, every single one of you. Absolutely wonderful comments, and they were all along the same lines. They don't like change. It may take a little while for them to go get their stuff. So, to give it a little time. And I know all this. It just, I don't know. It's like, for me, they're not animals, they're people. It's like when I come up here, it's like I'm just coming up to see good friends, family. So, it really bothers me when they don't get their stuff. It's just my thing. But thank you all for bringing me back to the basics. I don't know why it didn't cross my mind at the time. But yeah, you're all absolutely right. They don't like change, and it may take a little while for them to get to it. So, got some ninja shout outs today. First, we have Jeanette Anderson. Thank you for your wonderful comment and your support. Jilly Clark. Thank you. I'm a Jeff Smith. I've seen him around for a while. Another one sent me a bunch of timestamps, which I am currently going through. Hiker X. He's been around the block a few times, and I'm more than familiar with him. And Richard Elmore. I'm sorry, Richard Elmore. Thank you. Thank all of you for your wonderful support and your wonderful comments, and keeping my butt in check and getting me back to the basics. So I do have some extra goodies today. It is very windy today, and probably very busy. So I will see you when I get up there, because someone just pulled up behind me, and I can no longer talk so loud. So, alright, let's get it, ninjas. See you when I get up there. And don't forget, you can always go to Alright, everybody. We are walking up into the entrance at the top of the hill. I think what I want to do is stop and grab a couple of them, or I'll just grab a couple of these rocks to take down with us. I think try and find a nice flat one. I'll take that one. And I think, yeah, okay. Alright, so I got a couple of rocks here. Let's go check the bucket. And I think next weekend I'll put a trail cam up. I'll put it right down on that tree facing up this way so that when anything goes up or down, we'll get it. We'll get a sense of what natural wildlife is using this. I don't know why, but I am just so drawn to this spot. It's all hollowed out. It's all built up in the back. Oh, very interesting. Looks like a little hidey hole. So. Alright, let's stop and do a whistle in 3, 2, 1. I really like this spot. It's out of the way, easy to get to. Dang well, nobody's coming down here. So, alright, well, let's drop the rocks right there. And, let's go see. Huh. Oh, there they are. Well. Does not look like they've been touched. But I'm not going to let it get me down. Like y'all said, it may take a little while. So, we will give it a little while. For sure. One thing is nothing's gotten to it. That's good. That's real good. I'm glad. And yesterday afternoon, I did go and get the next size up on the pipe. And this is a 2-inch, so now I got a 3-inch. I just need to cut it and drill holes in it and stuff to mount it. Then I will be replacing that next week. I'm assuming that was some type of bird. I never heard that noise up here before. So, alright, so we're gonna leave it as is. And, I hear something big over that direction. I don't know what it is. Could just be a bird. Could just be a bird. So, let's head back up. The only thing I don't like about this spot is coming up into the sun. So, other than that, I think it's a great spot. Alright, so this is going to eventually be the new sitting field. I think next week I'm gonna go get a cheap bicycle lock and a folding chair. I'll lock it to that tree just as a precaution. Not from them, but from people. And we'll start sitting here for a little while. See what we hear. I need to take this off. Let's get this backpack off. I need some water. It is it's a dry day today for sure. It's probably already tipping into the 80s. I can feel the Santa Ana's rolling in. So it's rough. It's rough out here. So let me sit y'all down and get some water. Whistle. 3, 2, 1. Broke it. Still good though. It is so quiet up here. It's so nice. Finally some peace and quiet. You know? I can still hear the people. They're just right up there, but that was weird. That was deep. I hope that got on camera. I came up from that same direction. I keep hearing something move around in. What a beautiful view. I mean, it may not be loaded with big giant pine trees and stuff like that, but for where I'm at, it is absolutely beautiful. That's one thing most people don't think about LA. They don't think areas like this are up here. Airplane. So, yeah, they don't think that areas like this are up here. It's probably a 25-minute drive from my house, which is not far from the coast, just a few miles. And, yeah, this is 155,000 acres. This area is, and I'm at the tip of it. So this goes all the way to the coast for quite a few miles up, and it meets up with that mountain range that's across the valley. And the only thing dividing those two mountain ranges is a freeway right between it, right through the middle of the valley. So, you know, so. What is that orange thing? There's a couple of leaves that have turned color. Definitely looks like something's walking around through here, that's for sure. Comes down right here, hooks a left, comes into here. Oh. You can see the people up there. I am probably 200 yards from that road as the crow flies. I'm probably another 150 back up to the trail I come in off of. And then not to mention I am down a steep hill. So yep. Again, thank you all for bringing me to the basics. I know they don't like change, that's for sure. And it may take a little while for them to get to the buckets. So we're going to let it play. And we'll get them over here, because the other spot is no good no more. It's awesome because they're probably still there. Unfortunately, I don't have the camouflage I have to, around here. So it's really hard getting in and out, and without being seen. So very cool, love it. I keep hearing something come from that direction. The buckets are right down there, right behind the edge of that tree, that green tree with the little red berries. And ever since day one, I've just heard something over there. I don't know. I don't know. It gets real thick, real quick. And due to the uphill incline to get out of here, you ain't getting out of here very fast, that's for sure. So I will not be putting myself in any situations that I cannot get out of quickly or as quick as possible. I do know that there's mountain lions, bobcats, coyotes up here. And sounded like a dog, but it sounded way deeper than a dog. Yeah, interesting. So, yeah, I have seen all them critters with my own eyes. I know they're up here. I know they're around. And, like I said, you know, as thick as this is, you could walk right up on one, startle it, and end up getting screwed up pretty good, pretty quick. And there's no cell reception up here. So, just like any wilderness area, go prepared, over prepared, know where you're going, know where you're at, and be aware of your surroundings. Up at the other spot, I've proved people are just absolutely clueless. They've either got their faces in their phones or they're staring down at the ground. And I've stood out in the middle of that field, didn't move, and they never saw me. So just be cautious when you're out in areas like this. Always. So this is what I wanted to look at. One of the things. Hiker X had sent me some timestamps. I think he was looking at black mark, the real dark black mark back there up on the hill. That is actually a drainage from the water runoff from the fire road. And the way the sun comes up, it casts a really dark shadow in there. Would be definitely a great place for them to hide, that's for sure, because I know they hide in the shadows, the darker areas. But that's all that is. It's just a casted shadow of water runoff. And yeah, that's about it. So I think that's gonna about do it for today. Really, I didn't touch the buckets. So give them a little time, just like all of y'all suggested. And yeah, Right down there. Where are they? They're down in there somewhere. Kind of see them through the weeds. All right, whistle. 3, 2, 1. Yep, you see those bushes right up there at the top of that hill? Right behind those bushes, that's the area. I don't have to go far. Just go right down the hill, right up here, and they're there. You can actually come down the hill and go across here and come up into it if they didn't want to go all the way down in the valley. So, who knows? All right, everybody. Let me put this backpack back on. And it comes with a nice little dirt spot. So, put the tripod. All right, Fletch. Mercy. Big feller. I promise. It's the last time we're moving. I promise. Okay. So, we will leave these. We'll leave the rocks like that. So, and we do a couple more smacks. You guys ready? Alright, I'm gonna have to find a different rock. One more different rock. We'll do that. Alright. Well, I thank you all for coming to check the bucket with me. I'm definitely leaving in a much better frame of mind today. That is for sure. You know, thanks to all of you bringing me back to the basics and reminding me they don't like change. You know, you might think the new buckets are a trap. I mean, we've never had that rodent shield on there. We've never had the plastic pipe, you know. So, I get it. Absolutely get it. And I know all of this. Again, thank you for reminding me. I don't know why I didn't think of it at the time. It's just, I don't know. But I don't know if I'll be able to get this, but something is standing out to me. I don't know if I can. Okay, it's just well, maybe not. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. That's all the way in. No, I can't see it from that far. But there's a giant dark spot over in the bushes right there. And probably just some shadowing. So, all right, everybody. I guess we will be back next weekend. See what happens. And I got our rock stack right there. Oh. Let's head on out. Some sort of disturbance. Let's go look over here. Looks like we got some coyote scat. You know, coyotes are coming through here. That's for sure. So, next week we'll put the game cam up, and yeah, see what we get in a week's time. You know. And I will give you all a better view of where I think I'm going to put it. I think it's a great spot. I think I'm going to put it on that tree right there. I'll clear away some of them weeds, but that way it'll... Oh, okay. I felt something tugging on my back. It was the tree limbs. So I'll tilt it up so it gets this kind of view. And also, this is right where we found, or Lewis and I found that footprint when he came up and checked this place out. And the trail goes right through here. So we'll get anything coming out of here, coming down the hill, coming up the hill, going down into there. I think that tree is going to be absolutely perfect. We'll clear it out. We'll tilt it up a little bit. And of course, I'm not putting it up to try and catch Fletch, Mercy, or Big Feller. I just want to see what kind of wildlife, natural wildlife, is cruising through here and how often. So that's about it. I know there's deer. I know there's coyote because we found scat from both. And there's coyote scat right next to deer scat. All right, everybody. I thank you all for joining me this morning. I wish we had a bit more exciting news to bring you all, but like y'all said, they don't like change, and to give it time. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So, I thank you all. That is not from a boot. That is not from a boot. That's Well, let's get the tape measure out and measure it. Trusty 5.5 inches wide. I know the camera's not going to pick it up because it's in the shade. This looks like the small toe side over here, and then it kind of flattens out. You can kind of see the big toe in there. And this, if I'm correct, comes back to about here from what I can tell, and that would be about 14 inches long. So and it's going that way. It's going that way. Interesting. Let's see. So, alright, well, we know they come over here. I don't know how often, but we know they do because I found one of the tops of my bags right along the trail up there, the main road. Just the top of the bag. And it was off in the weeds on the side of that main road. About halfway over here. So it's a nice little sitting area down in there. Alright, everybody, I will leave you with this beautiful view. We got the crows flying, and I don't know what kind of bird that is. You know, could be a crow. There's another one. And that is it for today. I will see you all next week. We will come check the bucket again. We will inspect the goodies. Let's see what's rotted and what's not. And I still have a bag of apples in my backpack. I have 3 bags of sun-dried apricots. I've got 6 pairs. There's another one right there. Let's check this one out. Get some of this stuff out of the way. You can see the heel right here. That is 4.5 inches at the heel. Up here, about 5.5 inches. I can't tell where the front is, but that's about the same size as that other one, about 14-15 inches. So maybe big feller hangs out down here. Looks like a great spot, you know? Looks like a real good spot to hang out. Nice and quiet, away from everybody. Yeah. Alright, everybody. I will see you all next Saturday for the next adventure. We got a spot there. I keep finding this stuff. There's no way, shape, or form am I suggesting it's them, but we got a spot here. Way over here, we got another spot. it's 6 feet, 6.5 feet difference. So all right, everybody. Thank all of you for joining me today. And I think this is like the 5th time I've said goodbye. Goodbye. Till next weekend. And as always, happy hunting.